Good morning. We're here in Manning Park. We're gonna get to climb right up and over that mountain there, which will be fun. Yeah, we're a little overweight. We'll talk about my weights. I mean, it doesn't look super heavy. But she's super heavy. And before you guys with the Super Bs and all of that, I know it's one trailer. And I know you guys run heavier all the time. All right, let's roll out. How are you guys doing today? Before we get to my weight, I am overweight. Not by much, but a little bit. Just a quick shout out to Sutco. I'll just share a link down below. If you guys ever think applying for a job, head over to the Sutherland.group/join our team and let me know, contact me, and then give me as a reference when you apply for the job any referral bonuses I can get. I will split with you 50-50. We'll talk more about that a little bit further down into the video. Yeah, so we're just leaving Manning Park. We're approaching East Gate here. As far as weights go, I'm gonna run low on fuel, so I won't be overweight by the time I get through the Okanagan. I should be under legal weight, or at least that legal weight. I went through the scale, but I'm just barely overweight. So this is, for all you guys watching in the US, this is the max weight you could run on a Tridem trailer. If you're running Super Bs, or even a couple of guys crazy enough to run a Super B with a Tridem truck, you can run heavier in Canada. But my drives, or no, let's start with my steers. My steers are 5,600 kilogram. My drives are 17,200 kilogram. And my trailer is 23,900 kilogram. So I'm about 200 kilogram overweight. So you can see why I didn't get pulled in at the scale, but I am just a little bit overweight. We'll run low on fuel and get ourselves all legal. So my gross right now is 46,700 kilogram, and that's 102,956 pounds. Anything over 80,000 gross is considered heavy haul. So I'm 22,956 heavier than heavy haul, or than a regular US weight load. So even though the load doesn't look big, it's not over width, it's not over length, it's not over height, it is considered heavy haul because I'm over 80,000 pounds. I thought with the forklift I had it all perfectly balanced. I could have moved some of those pallets a little bit further back, well, 100 pounds worth. So we could have taken 100 pounds off the drives and moved them to the trailer and been a little bit closer to legal, but even then we would have been just slightly over legal weight. But running low on fuel, that'll fix the problem. So that means coming up as we climb out of Manning Park here, this is going to be slow, guys. It's going to be a slow climb. as far as yesterday's video going through the Cascades on Highway 20 in Washington, we are in exactly the same mountain range right now, directly north. We're just on the Canadian side, running pretty much identical, the same highway. Obviously, the couple of miles further south has some more bigger, taller mountains than we have here. Where's our surveyor guy? Second pickup. Are they in the bush in between the pickups? Oh, I see them there, walking down the river. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I almost told the forklift driver to take a pallet off. I'm like, well, Jess isn't with, so we don't have the extra water, we don't have all the extra laundry, we don't have all the extra food. I'm like, looking at the gauges, and I'm like, it is so close. So very close. I'm like, I think we should be okay at the scale. Hit the scale, and I'm like, oh, I'm just a hair over. Did have another good question. How often do I get pulled in at the scales? How often do I get a full inspection at the scale? So I've been trucking now for 6 years. And I have had 2 full inspections in those 6 years. One of those inspections was 2 hours long, but they were training a new guy. And the other inspection was an hour long. And both inspections found some minor defects like rubbed hoses, nothing. Oh, here we go. We're exiting Manning Park. This is Eastgate. The last 6 years, I've been pulled in and got a ticket once, which I am still disputing, so we might be able to make that a 0 ticket. We'll talk about that once and after I get my court date done. Yeah, all the rest of the times I get pulled in. Like sometimes the scale will make me park and they'll just come out and do a quick tug test on the straps, or they'll just ask me to turn my lights on, check my lights quickly, or go, hey, one of your wide load lights is out. I'm like, oh shoot, thanks, I'll replace the battery. Or, I see you're missing a flag on the back. Oh, thanks, I'll replace the flag. Or, I just pulled you in because the load looks like it's loose, but I'm tugging on everything. Everything is tight, so have a good day. So I get pulled in like that 5 to 10 times a year. Whether it's just like, hey, that looks wrong, let me take a closer look. Or, hey, that's a wide load and that license plate does not show in our records that driver has a permit for that wide load. That's when I lost the plate and I had to get new plates. I had permit for the old plate still, but not the new one. But as long as the VIN number on the truck matched, they were fine with it. Alright, slowing down to 60. What do we got up here? See, now we're more on that narrow road, just like Highway 20 was in the US. Single lane traffic. oncoming traffic right now. Maybe I can get the tail end. There we go, there's the tail end, and it's just barely moving. Nice. Can't get better timing than that. It looks like they've got the equipment to dig out the ditches before winter. We do this every year. Get all the rocks out of the ditch so that in spring we'll have better runoff. See, they always wave at me. Drive nice and slow and like a civilized person, and the traffic controllers are always nice. It's Milkameen River. The Skagit River is actually behind us. We're over and up and over and past the divide where Skagit River runs into the lakes we saw in end of yesterday's video. So I guess we're technically a little bit further east than where yesterday's video ended. Also quite a bit warmer. 16 degrees Celsius. Wait, that's the same temperature it was yesterday, wasn't it? And it's 1:20, so a little bit later on in the day, but close to the same time of day, same mountain ranges, eastbound instead of westbound, and in Canada instead of the US. I guess I should answer those questions. I was saying that Super Bs run heavier in Canada than I do right now. It's been 3 years now that I've been running with this trailer instead of Super Bs. With the setup we have right now, we're allowed to run 46,700 kilogram. On a Super B, we'd be allowed to run 63,500 kilogram. And I've seen these guys with, very rarely, but every now and then you see a truck with Tridem drives, and then your Super B first trailer has 3 axles, and then the pup has 2 axles. And those guys, I think, can run 70,500 kilograms. Those guys are the true, real heavy haul guys. Usually I see that on the dump trucks, the mining guys that run here to Princeton, or some logging guys. Sometimes I see logging guys with tri-axle on the truck, and then the first pivot point has 2 axles, and then the rear pivot point has 3 axles. Those guys can run pretty darn heavy. We picked up this load at Target in Abbotsford, really closer to Aldergrove than Abbotsford, but picked up a load there, and part of it's going to Nelson, part of it's going to Trail. And it's just bags of concrete, some mortar, bag to bag concrete. Bag concrete has to stay dry, so it's heavy stuff. and has to, yeah, like I said, stay dry. The tarps definitely has to be tarped. All right, here comes the steepest section of this climb up Sunday summit. Got to go down before we go up the steep section. We'll see if we get down to, I'm going to guess 25 kilometers per hour. Have the throttle all the way down and go as fast as we can. When you're this heavy, I am, like I said, I'm still faster than Super Bs are. Well, back in the day when I ran Super Bs, I had like, what, 75 extra horsepower than what I have in this truck. So I think that truck with Super B would have been competitive with the speed with me on this quad axle. All right. 34 kilometers an hour. Kilometers an hour. What were your guesses? 27? Oh, 28. 29. Looks like we're settling out at 31. We're faster than I thought. Super B would definitely be slower than that. Super B would have been 25. Yeah, I figured shoot a different section of highway than I normally shoot. Very often I shoot from Hope climbing into Manning Park, but rarely do I shoot leaving Manning Park up Sunday Summit. I knew when I was this heavy I had to do a climbing video. I feel like I could step into the back of the bunk and just keep the steers in the groove, and it would just drive up this mountain by itself. Come on, guys. Can't get all of you by lane's ending. Okay, I was talking about this earlier. Let's just quickly run through all the job positions that are up for hire underneath the Sutherland umbrella right now. I can get anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a referral bonus. So make sure you contact me if you're going to apply for any of these jobs, or even more, anyone on the website at sutherland.group/join-our-team. I'll split that bonus with you personally, so you have to make sure you use my name as a reference, or else I don't get a referral bonus. If I don't get money, you don't get money. If I get money, you get money. But Sutco is currently hiring Class 1 drivers in the residual division. in Creston, Kelowna, West Kootenays, and Vernon. And remember, that's a little bit flexible too. If you live half an hour or an hour out of a normal route and you need a detour home for the weekend, or they're flexible. Residual, it's cross shift, so I guess you'll probably have to drive your car to wherever your cross shift works. But sometimes cross shift, you can match it up so you swap trucks in wherever you live. Logging divisions hiring in Penticton and Princeton. International hiring Kettle Falls, Washington, and Priest River, Idaho. We also have a human resource business partner in Nelson, health and safety manager in Salmo or Nelson, logistics broker in Kelowna, inside sales representative in Kelowna, and remote transportation broker. BC Eco is hiring a log loader, grinder, chipper operator in Okanagan Falls. A log and wheel loader operator in the sort yard in Salmo. Don't even know where that yard is. And then Summit Truck and Equipment Repair in Salmo is hiring a tire technician, a parts person, journeyman heavy-duty equipment mobile operator, and a journeyman truck and trailer mechanic. Then Haitian is hiring a Class 3 stone slinger operator and a Class 1 driver for dump truck and pup in Nelson. Check those out. If you're interested, contact me. I can let them know that I'm sending you over and maybe give you that extra little, one extra straw in your favor. And yeah, if I get any kind of referral bonuses, I will split them with you 50-50. We have gained a little bit of speed. We're up to 52 kilometers an hour. This is the area where Jess is really good at spotting a moose. Sometimes it's a moose and her calf. Sometimes it's a male moose or a bull moose. There we go. So keep your eyes out. Where's the moose? There's a little pond on the right hand side, and then a little further down there's a little pond on the left hand side, which probably will not be able to be seen on the camera. Very often they're in those ponds. Every now and then they're right on the road. Almost to the top. .46 kilometers an hour. A little steeper here. Okay, here's the pond on the right hand side. Wait, did we pass it already? Darn it. We passed it already. Okay, let's keep an eye out for the left-hand side. No sign of the moose today. There's some blue lamb, not tarped. Speed limit up here is 80 kilometers an hour. Actually makes it kind of dangerous because the cars are all doing 100 kilometers per hour. Sometimes they do some sketchy stuff. The problem is they unpacked a gift here and they couldn't put it there. See, double solid right here. They do sketchy stuff. This what used to be a speed limit of 80. For the most part, people did 90 or so. And then they raised the speed limit up to 100 for 1 year. And then lowered it back to 80. And now everybody does 100. It's like couldn't put it back in the wrapper again. As far as passing on double solid, that's about the tamest double solid pass I've seen, because dude obviously had a safe road in front of us. Why that is a double solid is beyond me. But I saw I had commented that video I did, that extra video on Sunday a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, seeing doubles. I had comments there where it's like, I would pass on a double solid too if I was stuck behind a big rig. I was going full speed limit on a lot of those clips. And there's passing lanes literally half a minute down the road. You don't have to do the double solid. Just wait 1 minute. There's a passing lane coming. And yes, there are some jack wagons out there that are truck drivers that will just block the road and won't let you pass. If there's no passing lanes, I'll pull into the pullout and let you by. I understand not all truck drivers do that. A whole bunch do, but not all. But I know here in BC we have passing lanes all over the place where you can safely pass. You'll never be stuck behind a big rig for super long. up on a brake check here in 8 kilometers. Get to do a couple more tight turns first. Fairly steep downhill. That's a 6% downgrade. Beautiful fall colors though. Some of those trees are like fire yellow. I don't know what color is fire, but it's such a vibrant yellow. Going as fast as I can. We have one vehicle behind us still. I think there's just one. I don't know if you guys can see way in the background there on the other side of the valley is just a massive, massive open pit mine. Kind of like the other one we drive by every now and then, but this one we stay far away from. It's way out on the other side of the mountain. Valley. We're on this side of the mountain, on top of the mountains on this side of the valley. The mine is on the other side. Well, not quite true. Some of it comes over to this side right after the brake check. Definitely an unpleasant odor in the air here. I would say some roadkill maybe somewhere. No, you can't blame that odor on me, guys. No. No. At least I hope it's not me. We got some serious problem if that's me. I'm not sure if I'm alive if that smell is me. Because that's definitely one of those unalive smells. That's gone now. It's just that one small section. Super relaxing up here. It's one thing the 80-kilometer highway does is it's just so easy to drive at that speed. There's nobody in the brake check, I always go right to the end. That way, if a whole bunch of trucks all of a sudden show up, there's enough room for everybody to do their brake check. Get past that puddle so I don't have to jump into a puddle. Mine Hill brake check. Need to do a proper brake check video one of these days again. But if you're not gonna go, I will. Just didn't want to be the slow guy leading on the front. No brake check. Look at that. No brake check. Full speed, but at least he didn't go through the brake check. That's better than the one last week. Still completely illegal, but at least safer than the dude last week. And brake checks are legal requirements. You must pull over, stop, and mark it in your logbook. He looks heavy too. Grab one lower gear here. Oh yeah, all the dirt beside us on the right hand side is all mining slag, the extra dirt from the open pit mining. Hence why this hill is called Mine Hill. I shifted up again. And the big gray hill in the background there is a big dam, very toxic. That's the tailings pond up top.
FTR 8 of copper.
Almost to the bottom. Gonna pass me? Okay, in that case, full throttle. There's a passing lane coming up after the next switchback, so you should be able to get by me there. I guess we haven't driven through any kind of town yet. I like to try to get at least one town in the videos so that not everything you see is just wildlife, trees and nature. You also get to see a town in the area. So I guess this will be another little bit longer of a video, because we're still a little way from Princeton. Guys, come on by. Put my four-way flashers on to encourage them to come by. Sometimes they just follow you, and then turning on four-way flashers has that subconscious thing of, oh, this guy's slow, I should pass him. This section here, from here to Princeton, has so many deer near dusk and dawn. You gotta really watch out for deer. Even this time of day, there could be deer. Just these natural meadows, right? So it's perfect for deer to do all their grazing. There's a little less, or a lot less sagebrush and more grass. Bouncy section of highway here is getting worse and worse, especially westbound. We're on the eastbound side, it's not too bad, but the westbound's getting pretty bad. They're gonna have to tear that highway open and fix it up one of these days. Hoping to get to the customer tonight at around 8 p.m. or so. We'll see. With a load this heavy, it's pretty slow over the mountains. I was hoping for 7, but looking at the time and the progress I'm making, I think 7's out of the window. Because I still have to go over Richter Pass, Anarchist, Eholt, and Paulson. There's still a bunch of mountains to go over. So we're approaching Princeton. If you remember a couple of weeks ago where we took our motorcycle on the alternative route on the old highway along the Smilkameen. That's where we started the video. Coming down into Princeton. What? I didn't reformat my dash cam. Memory card's full. Well, we still have the mirror cams. I hope. They look like they're still flashing red. Flashing red's good. Well, good thing it's right at the end of the video. I'm like, is it overheating? I'm like, how's it overheating? I'm not blowing hot air over it. Is the battery dead? No, it's plugged in. The battery's 100% full. It's like, oh. Memory card's out of space. Oops. Upper bench to town. And the lower bench. I don't know if they actually call them benches or not, but go even about. Okay, good. Like, thought you were gonna go there for a second. If you're gonna do that, you better find the throttle quick. I'm heavy and coming downhill. Welcome to Princeton. Should have said that at the top. Maybe I did I? Probably not. See, over here we left the A&W and then we took a left-hand turn over here. No, we did we? Yeah, we did. We went straight through to the old bridge. Right. All right. I think we'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed another day on the road. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Good. Okay. Okay. Oh, so really short runs, okay. 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 So there might be downtime because I have this for. Okay. Because I have to unload in Nelson first, head down to Trail, unload there, and then come up to KMT to load it. So I don't know because both Nelson and Trail at the customer there, they both can sometimes take 15 minutes or 2 hours to unload you. So I'm not sure. Dispatch says Nelson first, and the load is loaded in a way that I have to do Nelson first now. Or else, if I had known the KMT was tomorrow, I would have gone the other way around. No, only 4 skids for Trail. Yeah. I would have to untarp everything and then retarp it. I've got the tarp set up so that I don't have to retarp it, unless it's going to be a clear sunny day tomorrow, which I doubt it. So just the way I have the tarp set up, it would add in a whole bunch of extra work. Okay. Sounds good. To the West Kelowna yard? For what? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thanks. Yep. Bye. Hitchhiker there. Against company policy to pick them up. Right, I was ending the video and then I got a phone call, Bluetooth and all that. Don't worry, I didn't have my phone to my ear. Just want to say that before anyone has a heart attack. Okay, I am indeed out of here. Thank you guys so much for all your support. See you guys tomorrow. Sounds like I'm running local tomorrow, so it'll be fun trying to get videos in, but we'll figure it out. I am out of here. You guys rock.